I think it's just short of a miracle that we got to do the season, and I think we're all to come back for season 8 while the pandemic is still going on, and to have left season 7 and where it was, and with so much uncertainty, and then to step into season 8 and all the preparation that went into it, and all our producers and people from the network and studio and everybody to kind of come together and put together these protocols. And I know that from the cast point of view, how thankful and grateful we are that we were able to do our job and safely, and with the crew, and be able to pretty much come back as a normal season, and really as the product. I think it speaks to the quality of the show, the people who make the show, and then also while we were making the show, that it wasn't too far off the norm, that they were able to come together and be able to shoot and process and do everything seamlessly. And we didn't shut down. It really wasn't. I didn't feel too out of place this season, but that speaks to all the great people behind the scenes that made it happen. To be able to get this show made just day to day in a regular world it's insane. When people come to set and they visit, and they don't really see behind the camera what it takes, and dozens of people who are all amazing at their job, and but to do it during COVID is completely mind-blowing. And but yeah, I mean, we're all thankful and very happy to be here. Well, I think it's kind of mind-blowing to think that we've done over 170 at this point, and we have a full season for season 9 to come up. I think we're just on the border of doing 200 episodes, and I mean, for the last almost 20 years that I've been doing this, I've always seen the celebration around 100 episodes, and now to think like we've surpassed that by years, and it's really amazing. And to think about creatively what goes into it, and how the fans have kind of dug into it, whether it's the mythology, the characters, and just kind of gone on this journey with us. But then also to think like there's so much landscape ahead of us, and it's really, I mean, people around here are kind of shake their heads at how long we've been doing it, and then also that there's more to come. So I think everybody's kind of amazed and grateful at the same time. As an actor, you have to think about who's creating it and who's behind it, and who doesn't generally get to sit in these chairs and have the fans really applaud. And I have to tip my hat to all the writers and creators, and our showrunners, and Laura Benson, everybody who makes it happen week in and week out. But then also, to the characters that they create, the storylines that are constantly weaving in and out, and right when you thought something dropped off, it comes back to surprise you or, haunt you. The deeper we go, the more I think it's a tougher job for the writers. I mean, they've gone back and forth. It's like a heavyweight battle, and I think this season, in and of itself, is one to be remembered throughout the whole length of the Blacklist. And I really think that Liz had taken it away from Red, and the further we went down that path, the more it was revealed. And I think it was really exciting as an actor to read the scripts that were coming in, and to see just how it was developing over the course of this season. So I think the fans are really eating it up. Of course, Wrestler and Liz getting together, and kind of after all these episodes and all the back and forth, to kind of see that come to fruition. And yeah, it's been great, and to hear the fans' reaction, whether it's on Twitter or out on the street. And yeah, it's been fun. I mean, just to think about how many years we've been doing this, and yeah, that was a highlight for me. I wasn't surprised at all to find out that Liz was #1 on the Blacklist. I kind of went back and forth. Is Red Reddington the #1, or where he falls in there? But I really thought that she was, worthy of being #1. That's for sure. I think there was a lot to wrestle with as far as her leaving the task force, and we'd been through so much and gone from the very, very beginning of how much I can really trust her and who she really is, and to learn over the years that she had my back and that we were in it through thick and thin. But then kind of seeing her actions along the way and what she had done and what she was willing to do, and to kind of deal with that in the moment of things coming up. And but then also the flip side to that is, if she was going to do that, what was it for? And what was at stake? And why would she do that? So I think it was illuminating for me to peel it back even further and say, if this person that I'm in love with, who's we've done everything for, is surprising me by going to this great distance, and whether it's morally or not, made me open my eyes to like what it was really for and what Reddington was doing. So. Season 9 can go, well, first of all, season 8, I can't say anything about the finale because it's gonna be very interesting to see what the reactions are, in good measure. I'm very excited to see what people have to say and how they come to terms with that. And season 9 can go anywhere, really. I mean, as the writers and creators and have proven year after year. I mean, everything could get flipped on its head. We could end up anywhere in the world chasing anyone. But I think, like, after the end of season 8, I think we're going to have to wrestle with some things that are really close to home and kind of come to terms with how everything ends in season 8.